This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm at Guildford Boxing Gym today. As you can see with me is Zak Chelli. So you got your fight announced with Umar Sadiq at the Brentwood Centre on October the 20th. How are you doing firstly, Zak?
Thank you, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. How are yourself?
Yeah, all good. Before we get onto that fight, I just want to sort of get an insight to your background, what you did before boxing, how you got into boxing, etc.
Literally, boxing has been all my life. I started boxing around age 3 because my dad, he was a professional boxer. He boxed in Italy, and he's from Tunisia, boxed in Italy, Italian champion. He came to England, Midland champion. Had started a family. Then he had his dream to make me and my brother 2 champions, and he did for my brother as well. My brother became GB champion, as did I. But I had a dream to carry on to turn pro, because my dream is to be a world champion.
Yeah, I asked you about what sort of your life was like before boxing, but if you started boxing at 3,
yeah,
it's just been boxing.
No life.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah, what was your sort of dad's career like?
He was good. He trained with Santoro. He's an famous Italian trainer, and he became Italian champion with him. And through there, he came to England. He trained with what's his name, Ken Squires, and trained Ken Squires down in Leicester, and that's how he became Midland champion. And he started a family, so looked after that more.
And what was your amateur career like?
I had a very good amateur career. Junior ABA champion twice, and then youth ABA champion, and then youth Free Nation champion. Age 15, boxed the World Championship, represent England, became top 10 in the world. Beat European champion, bronze medalist in the German Brandenburg Cup. So he had a great amateur record.
And you said your origins from Tunisia.
I'm half Tunisian, half Italian.
Half Italian, half Tunisian.
Born in London.
So, I mean, in terms of, Italy, there's a few fighters that come out of there before, but Tunisia, I haven't really heard of Tunisian fighters before.
There was a world champion, Kamel Bouatli.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
No, I can't say I have.
He was a lightweight, he's a world champion.
When was this?
Time ago.
Okay.
80s or 90s.
Right. So, so you'd be creating history if you did, I know it's a long way away yet, but if you did go on to win a world title, be doing something for Tunisia as well. Yeah. How have you sort of settled into pro ranks? Obviously 4-0, am I right in saying that? Yeah. Enjoyed it so far in the pro ranks?
I've enjoyed it. The only downfall to say I wish I had more fights, but I understand how it's hard to get me opponents at the moment.
Obviously still under Frank Warren. That fight with, as I said, with Sadiq has been made October the 20th at Brentwood Centre. How excited are you about that fight?
I am more than excited. I'm really happy for this fight. I wanted to fight an unbeaten opponent to build me up in the ranks, so the sooner I fight him, the better I go for a title, the higher the rank I become. But lately, Umar Sadiq has been a bit quiet. I don't know why. He was all talk before, now he's been a bit quiet. So maybe Frank Warren's give me a better opponent. I'll be up for that as well.
Obviously, it's 2, up-and-coming fighters that I talked about a lot. People were saying it's a 50-50 fight, so it's great for the fans as well.
That's what they want to see. I believe it started. He said I said I would be happy to fight him. He said he'd accept the challenge. He wants to fight me too. And it went on from there. So it's what the people want. What's
the feelings between you two? Is it sort of respect because you've both taken the fight, or is there a bit of needle? I don't know.
Oh, I have nothing against him. It's just another stepping stone to achieve my end goal.
Now we've heard a lot of sparring stories about you before, like George Groves and DeGale you sparred before, Chris Eubank Jr.
Yes.
Who have you sparred into the lead up to this fight with Sadiq?
I've sparred some good names, some English champions, ex-English champion, Commonwealth champions. But at the moment, I'm trying to get a variety of sparring, some sparring with amateurs down All Stars, Del Youth, and down Guildford Boxing Club.
Now Sadiq's quite a tall super middle. Have you been obviously sparring taller opponents?
I've been sparring tall and short opponents. I can do both. So for me, it's no issue.
Yeah. We mentioned you sparred George Groves before. He's got a big fight coming up this Friday against Callum Smith in the final of the World Super Series. How do you see that fight going?
I believe in George Grove. He's a good thinker, like a game of chess. I believe he'll come through and win. I haven't seen really Callum Smith fight anyone that George Grove has fought. You understand? George Grove, he's fought tough opponents in the past. I haven't really seen Callum Smith fought anyone as tough as George Grove has.
What was your experience like when you did spar George Groves?
It was a very good experience. It was very pleasurable to be in the same ring as the world champion. He's a good thinker, good jab. But I believe I gave him a tough couple of rounds.
Yeah. What actually happened in the sparring?
It was meant to be 8 rounds. He couldn't really take it, so we made up only 6 rounds because he didn't want no more. We said, "You want to carry on?" He said, "No more." And then he called me back the week after to test himself again.
Okay. And same with James DeGale, how did that go?
Oh, James DeGale was different, just training camp. He had a couple of boxes, he only wanted to do a couple of rounds with me, then, you know.
Yeah. Now, you told me before this you were at uni, like me as well. Yeah, I'm at uni as well. And to be honest, I find it quite good balancing sort of this job I've got at the moment with uni. How about yourself?
All my life, really, since secondary school, I've been doing boxing and studying, and so at the same time, so for me this is normal, this is just another step up, that's it.
Have you ever thought about pulling out of uni and just putting all your eggs in one basket? So
at the moment I've only had 4 fights in the past 2 years, so you know, and if I had more fights then perhaps, but if I get a title fight and then that leads on to bigger titles, then of course yes.
Okay, and how is uni going?
It's going great, easy, relaxed, you know, 4 hours studying, 4 hours training, so yeah, what I would say.
What do your sort of colleagues at uni say about you being a pro fighter?
Yeah, well, Sam, they always respect, but I don't go out, so I'm pretty boring.
Must get girls still coming on to you now, surely.
A few.
Yeah, I know, as I said, you're only 4-0. Why risk it at this stage in a sort of 50-50 fight in terms of the fans' opinions?
To me, I don't see it as a 50-50 fight. I see this as a stepping stone to reach my end goals, I said before. To me, this will pull me up high in the ranks, and after this, hopefully go for a title fight.
Okay. Now, who's actually the home fighter on this fight?
See, that's the issue. We're both Frank Warren fighters, so I believe they're going to be flipping a coin. That's what I heard, flipping coin.
Literally
at the weighing.
Yeah,
to see.
Wow, okay.
To me, it doesn't matter who's the home fighter. As long as the ref is fair, I don't really matter.
You're not really fussed?
It doesn't really matter, you know.
Okay. How much of Umar Sadiq have you actually seen?
He doesn't really show much, does he? So, but I've seen enough.
Yeah. What sort of fight are you expecting on the 20th of October?
I was expecting me to win that type of fight.
Yeah, but in terms of the actual styles coming together?
Yeah, I seen him. He's tall, he's long, rangy. And me, I could do both tall, I can do both short, I can do both. So.
Yeah. Are you a big boxing fan as well, would you say?
Yeah, I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching the big names.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to the prospect of Wilder and Fury?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I hope to be in an undercard, you know. Why not? The Frank Warren show. So yeah, I believe the Gypsy King will come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people writing him off again, like they did in the Klitschko fight, saying it's too soon. But you feel that
I think he's lost a lot. He's lost so much weight from 26 stone. How much is now? 18 stone. He's training hard. You can see it. He wants it. He wants to come back, and I believe he will come back.
Obviously, Tyson was in quite a bad place. He's publicly said that he was on the verge of suicide. He said going through depression. What do you make sort of his comeback?
Yeah, it shows that he's got a strong mind. To be that low to come this high he's strong-minded. He's got goodwill.
Is that sort of an inspiration to you as well?
Yeah, because I believe boxing is 50% mind game, 50% ability. So, yeah.
Okay, and back to your fight on the 20th. What can fans do to get tickets?
They contact me or Joey, my manager, Joey Powell, or my father, or John Edwards on Guildford City Boxing Club.
Okay. Have you got sort of a final message for Umar Sadiq and your fans?
For my fans, be there, and I guarantee it'll be a night of enjoyment for you and for me.
And for Umar Sadiq?
Umar Sadiq, train hard.
Okay, top man. Thank you very much, Zach. Thanks for coming to our film. Best of luck on the 20th.
Thank you.